Mother of three, AKMARAL MYRZABEKOVA hasn't seen her husband Nurbek since he went to Russia to find a job 3 years ago. She prepares the cart which she uses to sell fruit juices in her neighbourhood in the Kyrgyz capital, Bishkek. Her husband lost his job as a construction worker in Moscow because of company cutbacks as the virus spread through the Russian capital. She says he can't find another full-time job, so rarely sends money anymore.
During the lockdown, we often had little to eat. We had to ask for credit from our local shops so I could buy food. I'm now in debt. Luckily, the community is so close, so we help each other out. My only prayer is that my husband can come back from Moscow so he can work here and we can live together.
It's estimated that around 800,000 Kyrgyz men and women, because of the lack of job opportunities in Kyrgyzstan, are forced to work abroad. Now, the World Bank says that the money they send home represents around 30% of the country's GDP. And analysts say that economic growth and job creation is vital if this country is going to avoid the kind of political instability and violence it has experienced in the past. It's believed around 100 people were killed in the political unrest that overthrew President Kurmanbek in 2010. Many more died in ethnic violence a couple of months later. The man who then became president, Almazbek Atambayev, stepped down according to the constitution in 2017, was arrested in 2019, and he's serving an 11-year jail term for corruption. The presidency isn't up for grabs in Sunday's parliamentary elections, but the issue of Kyrgyzstan's migrant workers abroad is a priority slogan for politicians once again.
Economy doesn't work in normal way in a corrupted system unless you have some big natural resources. We have some resources, but not gas. We don't have oil. That's why we must rely on open business processes to generate some benefit for the country. But in a corrupted system, it's very difficult.
There are no major industries and little investment creating jobs in Kyrgyzstan for migrant workers to return home to.
There is a lot of rivalry ongoing even during elections and between elections, and that has led to instability in terms of laws, inability of the government to sustainably provide security of investments, security of property even. And even though by margins you might say it's getting better over time, especially property security, I think the instability has really been a curse on larger scale investments and growth.
AKMARAL has had to send money she earns to her husband in Moscow while he looks for another job. She says she will vote in the election, but has little faith in politicians promising to build a better economy in Kyrgyzstan so he can return and find work closer to home. Stratford, Al Jazeera, Bishkek.